All right. Hi, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. This is going to be your reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Be sure to flip and switch the roles and genders and place yourself where you fit in the story, okay? So what do the Earth sign placements, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, most importantly, need to know right now at this time? What do the Earth placements need to, ooh, okay. We got dickweed death, new beginnings are needed. Number 11, somebody could be born on the 11th or the 2nd. Somebody could be a life path 11 or a life path 2. So there could be something that you guys need to cut cords with, or you need to cut ties with, something or someone. Yeah. What else? Okay, number 17, fuck you, Buddha. Enlightenment sucks. Something is disturbing your peace, Earth signs, and you need to get something or someone is disturbing your peace, and they need to go. One more. Or you got to work around it. If you can't completely get rid of it or rid of the person, you got to find a way to work around something. Because it's like you're hitting a brick wall by trying to get through to somebody, by trying to change something or change someone who just doesn't want to change or who's not going to change. Or a situation that's just a dead end. One more. One more for Earth signs. And we got fucking Mercury retrograde. Time to take personal responsibility. Number 19. Somebody could be born on the 19th or the 6th. Cashapp. Connect to your psychic site. Yeah, somebody could be blaming the stars and blaming... Somebody's blaming something on external forces when they need to look at themselves. Like, if you know something or someone is disturbing your peace, or you know something or someone is not good for you, but you keep investing into it, you keep waiting on it, you keep hoping and praying, you keep giving it your focus, your attention, your energy. I mean, how long are you gonna keep blaming outside influences? One more. One more for Earth signs. And then we have shun shaman or shaman. Become self-aware. And we got Luna sister, number 23. Remove all negative energy imprints. Yeah, and some of these negative energy imprints come from like family, friends, partners, people that you've dealt with or that are in your energy. Somebody could be the age 23, 37, or born, or you know what, or you can, yeah, whatever. Something is here to help you guys become more self-aware. It's not to punish you. It's to make you guys more spiritually aware, if anything. But let's see, what's new beginnings are needed. Something could also, it's like once you put an end, something could be changing regarding somebody's health or their money. You could be changing like your nutrition habits, your financial habits, your relationship to food, your relationship to money, things like that. What's new beginnings are needed? Two of Wands. So there could be something regarding a connection. Mars and Aries. You could be trying to plan a future with somebody, and maybe the person that you thought that you were going to have a future with, or that you wanted to have this with, is just not for you, and that's okay. Something is going to start to disturb someone's peace, their life, their livelihood, everything about them until they cut this cord. So yeah, somebody's luck is going to get blocked. They're not going to experience any growth or expansion, and they're going to be so confused as to why. And it's whoever they're connecting to. Somebody could also be stealing from somebody, or just being around a person could be draining to someone's energy. Somebody is not good for someone. Somebody could be born March 9th. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Jupiter energy, Sag energy. Could also be Pisces. Pisces is also ruled by Jupiter. Three of Wands in reverse, Aries sun, a lack of growth, a lack of expansion. Something is not going to the next level. There could be some unexpected or unwanted changes within a connection, or just in life in general. There could be some frustration, some setbacks, definitely delays. Somebody is stuck. There could be, and if you're not physically involved with this person, the experience in itself, whatever emotions or thoughts that you're holding on to regarding a situation or person, it could also be causing blockages. Somebody has no gift of foresight. They can't see the bigger picture. Somebody could be born April 13th, April 4th. Somebody also can't see that there's some type of change that's really for there's an unwanted change because it disrupts somebody's comfortability. Somebody is used to being in their comfort zones because out of fear. They rather be avoidant and lose out than to than to make the changes. And that's why, because of this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, this negative pattern on repeat, somebody's going to keep having issues. I got that for fire signs too. What's enlightenment sucks? Yeah, the child, the universe is like, okay, well, since you want to ignore what I'm telling you to do, you don't want to listen, you want to be stubborn, you want to control things when I'm in control, you're only in control to a certain extent. So I'm going to bring the tower. There's going to be a tower that comes to your relationships and connections, relationships. It don't have to be romantic. It could be money. It could be clientele. It could be with children. It could be with anything. Since you don't want to listen, I'm going to come in and shake some shit up. I'm going to bring something to your awareness and attention by force now. Divine intervention. Yeah, the Hierophant, Taurus. Somebody could be born June 10th, June 1st. Aries, Scorpio here with the tower. What's become self-aware? Somebody the Eight of Swords. Jupiter and Gemini. And we got Gemini here with the Lovers. So there could be something about a choice. The only way somebody's going to get out of something is if they become self-aware. What's new beginnings are needed? Yeah, Knight of Cups. Pisces, Aquarius. Maybe somebody here needs to change the type of people that they're dating. Maybe somebody has a type that they keep going for, or somebody keeps dealing with one particular person. Somebody could need to follow their heart in something. Maybe you got to let somebody down. Or you're going to get let down. Or you got to let yourself down. I don't know. Enlightenment sucks. Yeah, somebody's in their feelings. Somebody's not being practical because it's about a relationship. Somebody's not being practical because they're in their feelings. Because they're attached to somebody. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, June, Cancer. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, December, Sag. Hold on. Yeah, somebody's not being practical because of an attachment. What's become self-aware? Yeah, this could even be something with a family dynamic that somebody is not compatible with. Temperance in reverse, Sag energy. Mars and Pisces here with the Ten of Cups. This could be family, a partner, a marriage, whatever this is. Something is not compatible with the Temperance in reverse. Two of Wands. Somebody also needs to become self-aware of how their childhood or their upbringing is like really, with this negative energy imprints, this could be from somebody's childhood. Whatever happens to somebody is going to make them more emotionally mature and aware. Or this is happening to you. From the Knight of Cups to the Queen, that's maturity. It's the Page, the Knight, the Queen, then the King. So somebody here is becoming more mature emotionally. Two of Wands. Yeah, Ace of Cups. I mean, the King and Queen of Cups. Yeah, Five of Swords. Two. This could be an on again, off again connection. Two of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and a Judgment. Yeah, if somebody keeps going, somebody keeps dealing with somebody from their past, no matter how toxic, no matter how unhealthy, no matter how much a person antagonizes or just does not bring somebody peace, no matter how much a person just throws somebody off kilter, they keep going back to this person. Or they keep dealing with these types of people. Ace of Cups. Somebody wants something new, but they keep doing the same shit or going back to the same person, or they keep going about something the same way, and clearly it's not working. Ace of Cups. And that's why there's going to be a tower that's going to hit two people that are probably in a relationship or a connection or connected somehow. Ace of Cups. Something was supposed to bend over and somebody keeps renewing it. Ace of Cups. Yeah, Four of Wands. There could be a marriage here, or a family a living situation. Venus and Aries. Three of Cups in reverse. Somebody's Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's committing to something out of obligation. They're not happy in it. It's not joyful with the Three of Cups. It's just, okay, maybe somebody feels like they'll grow to love somebody, or I don't know. I just feel like the foundation that something is built off of, something needs to change. The Tower comes when there's something that was built on a faulty foundation. The Tower doesn't care. The universe don't care how safe or how stable you feel somewhere, or how long you've been somewhere or with somebody. If it's not for you and something's meant to change and this person has to change with it, here comes the Tower. Four of Wands. Some of you guys could also be going into a new relationship. There could be a new connection coming in. And you have to make sure you're not self-sabotaging. Yeah, there could be a new connection coming in. Somebody here can want to date you. This person could be younger, or they may not be as mature as you with something, with the Knight of Cups to the Queen. We'll see. Or that could be this one person, you or them, progressing. We're going to see, though. Four of Wands. The Magician. Some of you guys manifested something, but you're going to have to let something else go. Or this is somebody else. Virgo, Gemini here. Mercury. I feel like somebody manifested a connection. They manifested an offer of some kind. Friendship, love, business, whatever. But you're going to have to, something else has to end. You cannot, somebody can't serve two masters. Yeah, it's like somebody's still clinging and holding on. Either somebody's still clinging to a person, or they're still clinging to an experience. And it's causing somebody to be guarded. Somebody here could have some PTSD, complex PTSD. Knight of Cups. The Sun here, Leo energy. This could be coming in by Leo season. Anywhere between Gemini and Leo season for some of you. You or somebody can have Leo in their chart with the Sun. What's the Sun here? Yeah, Ten of Wands. Saturn and Sag. So somebody may have a choice to make between two people, I guess. Y'all could be seeing 10-10, Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups. What's the Ten of Wands? Somebody has a choice, which shouldn't be hard, between something and someone that's burdensome and something that's the Ten of Cups. What's so hard? What's hard about that? Somebody needs to remove some type of energy or some type of imprint that somebody has. Something has been imprinted on somebody from a previous relationship or their childhood that they need to clean off them. Because it's like somebody manifested a person. The Two of Wands, Four of Wands, Ace of Cups, the Magician. That's love that's manifested. But so, again, it's under something has to end. New beginnings are needed. The Ace of Cups. Somebody here needs to go into a new direction, take their cup of love elsewhere, learn how to accept other offers, maybe be a bit more optimistic about love. I don't know, but somebody here is burdened and weighed down by something that they don't really need to be. Something don't need to be this hard. Ten of Wands. Somebody's making it harder than what it needs to be. There's a choice needs to be made. Can't be both ways. And this choice shouldn't be this hard. It really is. It's very night and day. It shouldn't be this hard for somebody. It shouldn't be this hard. It should not be hard to make at all. Something is very apparent. Somebody is very aware of what or who is stressing them the hell out. Somebody could be born September 20th. Facts. Hey, Shanika, what's the Ten of Wands? Yeah, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe somebody don't want to let somebody down. Virgo here. Heavy Virgo, heavy Leo. Somebody could be an August Virgo, August Leo. Somebody's afraid of changing their mind. Somebody can't finish what they start somewhere. Somebody can't commit or show up consistently, authentically, emotionally, intimately, because they still carrying around some bullshit. Somebody's still carrying something around. And if they're not physically dealing with this person, it's there energetically, mentally, definitely emotionally and energetically. Yeah, somebody, the devil, Capricorn, somebody has a really big attachment to something or someone. It could be a mother figure, it could be who somebody has a child by, or a mother wound. Somebody has a really strong hold on somebody that they like to pretend is not there, or they like to ignore or avoid or whatever. Or this is their mother. They got a mother issue. My stupid ex, and he's a piece of shit and sucks. What's the Knight of Pentacles in reverse? It's like somebody manifested something and they were presented with it, and then it's like they didn't even show up. Somebody got exactly what and who they asked for, and they just did not even show up. And this was a perfect connection. Something would have been the perfect connection. It's crazy. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The Strength card. Heavy Leo. Yeah, somebody is still loyal to the... Heavy Leo. Y'all may want to go watch Fire Signs. You or somebody can have Leo in their chart. The hold that some type of burden has on somebody is ridiculous. It's really sad. Somebody plays tug of war with themselves. It's like, I want this or I want this person, but I don't want to. But I don't want to let go of the very thing or person that's stressing me out and causing me a burden. Although this person has showed me countless times that they disturb my peace, we're not compatible, they're not good for me. It could even be borderline, damn near toxic or abusive. But you know, I want new love. Does that make sense? The Tower. What's the Tower? Yeah, a child, somebody is going to be sent a lesson because they're not getting it. Somebody may even end up alone, or they may, I don't know. Mars and Capricorn with the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, the universe is about to really shake somebody's life up so that they can get this lesson. The Hangman in reverse, Pisces. Somebody is stubborn. They're refusing to let go. They're refusing to shift their perspective. They're refusing to learn something. So now here comes the Tower. Somebody's going to be forced. Somebody here could be born November 29th or November 28th. Somebody's going to be forced into some type of isolation. Somebody's going to have to overcome this. If they want something with you, they're going to have to overcome this. Or if you want something with somebody, you're going to have to overcome something. Whether this person is new or whatever. I feel like somebody's manifesting either a renewal or they want something They either want somebody wants to renew something with you, or somebody manifested something completely, or someone completely new, but a change is needed, an ending is needed, and somebody doesn't want to let go. Somebody's like, no, I don't want to change. I don't want to surrender. I don't want to shift my perspective. I want to hold on to my ex, or hold on to this thing that's really messing with my life, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, possibly, but I still want to manifest a new thing. That's never going to happen. What did Ayana say from the chain? That is never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Until somebody here goes within and they do the shadow work and they let this go, somebody's going to have negative, they're going to have lessons on repeat. Somebody's refusing to get it. Hangman in reverse. Yeah, two is trying to serve two masters. Trying to juggle. I'm still obsessed over this old thing, but I want something new. Somebody here could have been juggling. Somebody's interest could have been elsewhere. Somebody could have been breadcrumbing you. Somebody too stuck in their damn past. Whether it's about their childhood that's interfering with their connections, or a previous relationship, or a situationship, whatever somebody was dealing with. I'm doing self-love though and going gym. That's good. The gym is good, but just make sure you are becoming aware, because a lot of people do that. They break up with people, or they get out of relationships or marriages. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get me a new body. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna look good. I'm gonna get a new job. I'm gonna get a new car. I'm gonna get a new home. I'm gonna get new clothes. And then they still have the same experiences with different people and different bodies. So that's cool, Shakita. Just make sure that you're becoming self-aware of why you went through what you went through in the first place, and also look at your part. Don't just look at what he or she, don't just look at what he did. Look at the part that you played too. It goes both ways. So that's just, but I just noticed that that's a pattern with people. They get this new body, they change their hair, they get new clothes, they get new external things, and they're like, well, why? I look good, I got money. Why do I keep going through the same things? And it's because they're not changing the inner. So if your nervous system is still not regulated, or because you can say, oh, I want this type of person, but your nervous system is only attracted to something or someone that's not good for you. That has to align. The inner and outer, bless you, the inner and outer has to align, or you're going to keep getting what you say you don't want, but it's what you're energetically compatible with. So if you feel like you keep coming across people that you're not compatible with, you need to look at what you're carrying. It doesn't matter what you have and what you look like on paper. It's what you're carrying energetically. The Queen of Cups. It's just something, yeah, Five of Swords. Yeah, somebody self-sabotaged. Somebody got trust issues. They're flighty, they're impatient, they're inconsistent, they're defensive, they're guarded. That's why nothing was ever going to be able to, something had potential with the Ace of Cups, but because somebody didn't change, it was blocked. Yeah, something was blocked because something had to change, and somebody here didn't do it. So, oh well. Five of Swords, Venus in Aquarius. Something may be happening to somebody's finances. Somebody's going to have to learn how to be more flexible, more adaptable. They're going to learn how to just not be so stubborn. Maybe the tables are going to turn. It's going to be a situation where whatever somebody did to you, or however they made you feel, someone else is going to make them feel that way now. Somebody could be born December 29th. So it's like something is going to flip. And this is because somebody refuses to see another person's perspective. Like somebody here is so narrow-minded, they don't know how to see nothing unless it happens to them. So it's going to happen to them. Somebody played a lot of mind games here with the Five of Swords. They're emotionally manipulative. They're petty. Just Five of Swords. Yeah, the Emperor here, Five of Swords. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Somebody didn't really put the effort, or it's like they would say things like, oh yeah, let's go do this and let's go do that, and they'll leave you on red or stand you up, or they wouldn't show up, or they wouldn't text back. It was just, it's a whole bunch of games. Somebody is childish, they're immature, they're flighty, they're restless, they get bored easily. They're going to tell you a million times how they have all these other options, that they don't have to be here, they don't have to do this, they can be somewhere else. And it's like, okay, we'll go there then. And this could have really impacted you guys energetically, because it says remove all negative imprints and dig we death. New beginnings are needed. In order for something new to come in, something else needs to be sacrificed. With the Hangman, somebody's refusing to sacrifice something or someone, or let something go. And it could be just their way of thinking, their perspective about love, about themselves, about men, about women, about life, about responsibility, accountability, self-worth, self-awareness, money, you know, stability, whatever is showing up, change, adaptability, compromise. Somebody here could have been refusing to compromise with y'all. They were in their ego. No, it's been over 10 months. I don't want to be with anyone until I do shadow work. And yes, it's both to blame. Oh, yeah, that's good, Shamika. Because you'll break the pattern. Yeah. Once you become self-aware, you get to this bliss, you get to this 10 of cups. It doesn't come from a relationship saving you and you finding your other half, or you being with your twin flame. You have to become the 10 of cups on your own before you can share that with somebody else. A lot of people get it confused. And that's why they keep going through the same things with different people, or they keep going back to reverting back, rotating the same person or same, you know, whatever. You got to become self-aware and get out of this victim mentality before you can get the 10 of cups. The 10 of cups is the ultimate wish fulfillment. It's the ultimate happiness. So that comes with self-awareness. That comes when you really do the work. And not just being good on paper. Not just showing that you could be a capable adult. Knowing how to survive and pay bills does not guarantee the same relational skills that are needed for a relationship to thrive. So people have to understand that both is needed. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, the Emperor. Yeah, somebody here could be really controlling, man or woman. Somebody could feel like because they're older that it's, I don't know, there could be like the Emperor here, Aries. This could be a man or a woman. What's the Emperor? If this is a woman, she's just very masculine. There's an unworkable plan here. Something is, I don't know if somebody here thinks they're going to play a game with you, but something is not going to work because you're in your Emperor energy. Whether you're a man or a woman, you're standing on business. So whatever little games, whatever little back and forth, somebody trying to disturb your peace or play these games with you or keep you stuck, keep you strong on them, keep you holding on, keep you in a third party, bench you, come back for you later, that's not going to work. The Emperor, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. That is not going to work. Yeah, the Four Swords. Yeah, that's not going to work. I feel like somebody here is healing. Jupiter and Libra, that's not going to work. Whatever that Five of Swords shit, Page of Pentacles in reverse shit somebody got up their sleeve, it's not going to work. I feel like somebody could be trying to control something. Y'all could be dreaming about somebody. Somebody could be trying to astral travel to you in your dreams. Somebody could be getting answers and downloads in their dreams. A lot of meditation is here. Rest. There can also be anxiety with the Four Swords. Maybe somebody likes to be in control because they get anxiety when it comes to love. Like somebody here can battle with anxiety. So basically they don't really put an effort or anything. They'll get opportunities and then they don't know what to do with it because they get too anxious and they want to be super controlling. I don't know. Eight of Swords. Yeah, the Star here. Healing. I've been getting a lot about healing feminine energy. I feel like there's something in the collective that people need to like Because the moon is ruled by the mother. And the moon rules the subconscious, the psyche, and the high priestess. But it also talks about our attachment styles, our patterns. And if you're not aware of your patterns, if you don't have pattern recognition, you will be looping with the same experiences to the day you die. When you become self-aware, it instantly breaks the loop. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. And that's what most people struggle with. Because everybody focuses on external. Oh, that person did that to me. They're doing spell work on me. They're blocking me. They hurt me. But it's like, okay, we know that. Okay, cool, that's on the table. Now let's look at the self. Let's look at what's on your psyche. What is your relationship? What is your attachment style? Why? What was your relationship like with your mother? And it's not just men have mommy issues. Women have mommy issues too. And just like how men can have, it's not just women with daddy issues, it's men too. But I've been getting a lot about mother wounds. And I feel like what the reason why it goes so unnoticed is because feminine energy is very passive. Feminine energy is very elusive, it's confusing, it's passive. It's not as external and obvious as masculine energy. That's why mother wounds go so unnoticed. Feminine energy as itself is just it's more passive, it's more elusive. It's hard to kind of really see and understand. It's dark. Masculine energy is more bright, obvious, direct, energetic, things like that. Feminine energy is moody. It's in cycles. It's very up and down. It fluctuates. It's passive. It's not as obvious. And that's why a lot of patterns go unnoticed. A lot of people don't look at their mother wounds. They just only focus on the father, or they only focus on external factors, men and women. So the star, yeah, 8 of Pentacles. Until somebody heals and works through something, and with the Hermit, and do their shadow work, they're not going to get there. Somebody's going to have to become self-aware. That's just period. What's the 8 of Pentacles, Virgo energy? Yeah, 2 of Swords. It's almost like somebody's in denial that they still have some things to work on. I'm telling you, somebody here could be good on paper. They can have a nice job, a nice home, a car, or even if they don't, they look good, they dress nice, and they can't figure out why their love life, or why they can't, and they just cannot, they just are in denial that somebody here thinks somebody's not as self-aware as they think. And that could be it too. 2 of Swords here, Moon and Libra. Somebody here could be in denial, or they're indecisive about something. Maybe somebody doesn't know what they need to work on for real. Maybe somebody's always blaming something on the cosmos, or spell work, or Mercury retrograde, or, things like that. And I love astrology just as much as the next person. But I try to be spiritual and practical. Y'all could be seeing 222. Because when you constantly blaming things on the cosmos and the ethers and the universe, it keeps y'all in patterns. I'm telling y'all. Hey, Mia, it keeps you in patterns. What's the 2 of Cups? I mean, the 10 of Cups. I feel like somebody's having a hard time seeing something because, like, they feel like they're being victimized, or they're being attacked and things like that. And that's what's keeping somebody basically becoming aware of how they sabotage things, how they keep making the same choices, how they keep coming across the same people in different bodies, even though they have all these great things about themselves going on materially. I feel like when you're financially stable, dating should be much easier. I feel like when you're financially stable, when you have your own place, you got a car, or even if, not every city and state needs a car to maneuver in. But when you're financially stable, dating should be much more fun and much more easier. If it's not, it's you. I'm sorry, it's definitely you. I'm sorry. But when you're financially stable, dating should be you have more options, you have more freedom, you have more flexibility. You shouldn't be in survival mode. You should be in a better and clearer headspace. You should be feeling more sturdy. And that's why, and again, money and all those things matter. But if you're inside, if your nervous system isn't regulated or isn't calibrated the way it needs to be, it don't matter what you have on paper. You're still going to keep, your nervous system is still going to be drawn and magnetized to people that reflect what you got going on, that you don't know that you got going on. I get, you know, so hey, 10 of Cups. Yeah, the Chariot in reverse. Somebody's 10 of Cups is blocked, and it's because of them. Cancerian energy. Something needs to be balanced in somebody. Maybe somebody could be heavily in their masculine energy, and they need to balance their feminine, or they're too much in their feminine, and there needs to be a balance here. I mean, with the Sun and the Emperor, that's masculine. But Chariot in reverse is a blockage. Maybe somebody's 10 of Cups is going to require something that's out of their comfort zone, not their usual type, not their usual expectations. Chariot in reverse. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces, March, Aries. What's the Queen of Wands? And the Four of Pentacles in reverse. What do you need to release and let go of? Something could be messing with a person's solar plexus too. Their confidence, their personal power, their self-esteem, their energy, their vitality. Capricorn, Sun here with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Y'all could be seeing 444. So again, something about a person's foundation, their stability, their comforts, their self-expression. Yeah, I feel like whatever somebody's battling outside of themselves, and I feel like it's heavily about a person's love life, somebody needs to they need to really look at their subconscious. The pattern is coming from, the problem and pattern is coming from inside. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody can have a Leo 12th house. Or a Leo, it's something about a person can have there's a Leo placement and somebody that's like pretty strong. Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, something, maybe a Venus, a Mars, a 12th house, a 7th house, I don't know, 8th, Four of Pentacles in reverse. What's the Four of Pentacles? Yeah, that moon wanted to come out. And the Empress in reverse, I'm telling y'all, there's a mother wound. The mothers create the child's nervous system and psyche and subconscious is created through the mother. The first 7 years of a child's life. And this is not to talk down on nobody's mother, but in order to make changes, when you notice a pattern repeating, you got to look at that. It's not to say that your mother was a terrible person or she wasn't shit. She did the best that she could with what she knew at that time. That's all. But that doesn't mean that she didn't have any shortcomings that could have impacted you. You get what I'm saying? So it's important to know what those are, what those were. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, Eight of Wands. In a challenging position. Y'all could be seeing 888. Capricorn got 888. Mercury and Sag. Yeah, the devil here, Capricorn. It's some type of attachment. Or a way of thinking, a behavior, I don't know what and who somebody's attracted to. Maybe, you know, Eight of Wands in a challenging position. Because keep in mind, guys, you guys can always change the story. When y'all listen to readings, the readings aren't predictive or definite in this is what's going to happen. This is what could happen if you go down, if you continue down this type of path. That's what tarot is for. This is not set in stone. You can decide right after you read this reading to shift the perspective, and everything else shifts and changes. So, Eight of Wands in a challenging position. You're not powerless. Yeah, the King. Yeah, I'm telling you, once a person becomes aware and they're able to let something go, or maybe even get something off their chest, maybe somebody just needs to admit something out loud, or just acknowledge something. become aware of it, something is going to change. Yeah, ten of cups and 10 of pentacles. I'm telling you, somebody, and you see how in the page of wands, he or she is there's space between them and this older woman. I'm telling you, there's a cord that could need to be cut between a person and their mother. And you see, and you know, when people are in, when even if y'all don't have kids, you were a child at some point. Somebody had to be pregnant with you for you to get here. That umbilical cord, you know how the mother, the placenta attaches to the umbilical cord to feed the baby. The umbilical cord doesn't just help the baby survive with nutrients and food. It also, whatever emotions that mother is going through, they pass on to the baby. However that mother's emotional state, mental, psychological state was during that pregnancy, that all gets attached to that baby. Some of you guys are carrying things, again, it says remove all negative energy imprints. Some of you guys are carrying things that have nothing to do with you. They could have just been, you know, your mother's fears, or, you know, or something ancestral with the 10 of Pentacles. With the child holding the pentacle, there's a child that has inherited something. And that could be you as a grown adult, and that could be affecting like your relationships and stuff. But what's the King of Swords? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn, January Aquarius. Yeah, 3 of Wands in reverse. Once somebody, this is why somebody here is gonna, again, the 3 of Wands in reverse is setbacks, delays, frustrations. Yeah, the Hierophant is Taurus, the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and somebody's not, because, yeah, the 7 of Swords is a lack of awareness. Because somebody's in the 7 of Swords, you can't change what you don't know. That's why they say acceptance, awareness, and acceptance is the first stage. You can't change what you don't know or don't accept. Heavy Aries energy here too. Let's get some oracle messages. Yeah, overthinking everything. Somebody could be overthinking everything. Somebody could also be afraid of getting out of their comfort zone. Maybe somebody's too comfortable somewhere. Yeah, fearful and scared. Yep. All this starts is with awareness and a shift in perspective. And then the pattern, the cord, it breaks. The loop breaks. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Lying and deceptive behavior. Somebody could have been lying to themselves for a while. And it could have been causing somebody to self-sabotage. Yes, shyness and social anxiety. Maybe somebody here is shy. They have they don't trust their intuition. They have anxiety and they get mentally overwhelmed easily. And somebody here could be severely materialistic. But meanwhile, they got all that suppressed anger and all these negative energy imprints that they need to be dealing with. Overthinking everything. Yeah, not feeling good enough. That's what it really stems down to. Somebody's self-worth. Controlling and manipulative. That's why somebody likes to control. Yeah, lack of that. When people are controlling and manipulative, it comes from a lack of confidence and a lack of self-esteem and a lack of personal power. When you're in your power, you don't feel like you have to control and manipulate people and things to get the outcomes you want. You really don't have to do that. Lying and deceptive behavior. So maybe, yeah, guarded because of past hurt. I'm telling y'all. Yep, there we go. And with shyness and social anxiety, feeling insecure, and lack of creativity and suspicious and fearful, somebody also could feel lonely and misunderstood because they're suppressing all these negative emotions that are stored in their sacral chakra and their heart chakra. That's causing them to have a worried mind, to be fearful and scared, to obsess over basic needs, to obsess over materialism and money. They don't even know how to really connect for real. So, this is your reading, Earth signs. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.